Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 10 preview between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Now let's look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Lions.
You have to like what you've seen so far the last couple of weeks from the Detroit Lions running game. You look at Mikael LaShaw and Joyke Bell. Both guys have done a sound job in keeping the offense on pace. So now all of the pressure is not on Matt Stafford in that passing attack. If they can keep this up, especially going against a very good defensive line in Minnesota, this could be a tough team to beat moving throughout the rest of the season. And on the defensive side of the football, the linebackers Justin Durant and Stephen Tulloch will be busy all day long, as their main focus will be the short and intermediate passing game and stopping Adrian Peterson. Because if these guys can put the Vikings in backed up situations, that's just a win for the Detroit Lions. And now look at the secondary. Most importantly, they can just go to cover 3 type of look, play a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage. Christian Ponder is a guy that does not threaten deep down the field, so that'll put them in better position to stop the run and also help them versus the short passing game. Now let's move over to the Minnesota Vikings, and you look at their #1 offensive option. Adrian Peterson right now is playing at an all-pros pace. This guy should be comeback player of the year. He brings a lot to this Vikings offense, and he does a great job of keeping them in many ball games. Now on the flanks, I don't know if Percy Harvin is going to be 100% healthy, but they need guys like Steven Burton to step up. But they also get back John Carlson. I think that's going to be huge for their double tight end set as they team him up with Kyle Rudolph, and just gives Christian Ponder more opportunities to go places with the football via the air. Now defensively, you look at the defensive ends, Brian Roberson, Jared Allen, going against an offense that's predominantly going to throw the football. They have to be licking their chops. If they're going to win this ball game, they're going to have to put Matt Stafford on the ground at least 2 times to get that football back for that outstanding rushing offense that they possess. If they can do that, then the Vikings definitely can win this ball game. I look at the Lions' offensive line being an X factor. They're going to have to keep Matt Stafford clean in the pocket. They've done a sound job running the football, but this week that offensive line pass protection will get tested by those Vikings defensive ends. And I think the Vikings wide receivers will be an X factor. These guys that will step up in the absence of Percy Harvin, like Jenkins and Burton. If they can get into a groove early, this could be a dangerous offense. Let's look at the personnel breakdown in this matchup, and you see the clear advantage for the Detroit Lions is at the quarterback position. Until the Vikings are able to attack teams and threaten teams vertically down the field, their offense will be stunted and limited just being a power rushing attack. But that's why they're in ball games. They can run the football, and they also play very good defense. I like Detroit in this ball game. I think the Lions defense will do a great job of dictating what the Vikings do offensively. They'll put Christian Ponder in obvious passing situations in which he will have to make plays, and I think that just plays right into the hands of the aggressive front of Detroit. I think they win this ball game on the road. And I also want to give a huge shout out to the Lion fan forums and Viking fan forums for always showing football game plan support.